So what will it look like in 5 years? Let's say in 2030, selling insurance to clients. What I guarantee you, it's not going to be, despite the AI revolution and everything it can bring in optimization, efficiency, creating availability and transparency for clients. It will not be online only, and it will not be AI only selling insurance to clients. Of course, it's going to be something different than today. It's going to be an evolution, not a revolution. The way I see this is regulation, of course, require element and things to be done in the course of the sales process. The sales process could start much earlier than actually the touch point with the client, the promotion, the ads, or the marketing, and then the sales per se, and then the moment of truth afterwards, at the moment of claim. There will be in every element of that value chain or sales and marketing value chain, there will be improvement by AI. But only part of the population today, basically, it's 10% of the sales in Europe. We can say, depending on each country, but let's say average 10% or up to 10% is done online. The rest is done by independent agent, brokers, and whether it's small brokers, large brokers, or partnership like embedded insurance or banks or that type of distribution. So. And it's variable per country, so let's not go into the details. Those share will shrink, I believe, a little bit, and more share will be given to the online. But I see more an integration of the digital mean of talking to client and exchanging with the client, and the human or the partnership or the strong touch next to insurance. With a strong touch there, I mean that it's not only a call, a chatbot, a video conference with an avatar, but that there will be other elements in the sales process that involve human interaction. Of course, the young generation today is much more driven by online exchange. And the older generations, they are also a bit more driven after COVID and before COVID. We're still like that, but that works. And insurance will always work online and digital, with digital interaction when nothing's happening. So you buy a contract, you're sure, you have a bit of security and nothing happens. That's great. But you start buying another contract, or you need to be increase complexity and so on. And at that moment, you will start asking yourself, is that enough what I read? Is that enough what I see during my exchange with my avatar or my chatbot? Or do I need external advice? Do I need an independent advice, or do I go to an agent because I want to own my contract with the same insurer? So questions are being asked. Sometimes you even go here and there. What we see today is that 70 to 80% of the population are going to on the internet, using AI or direct search themselves to find more information about the product, the insurance product they are going to buy. It's simply they will buy, they will discuss with a person, but also have a second or third opinion using their own time and their own mean. That of course is a trend, and it will never stop. So when I spoke about integration earlier, it was about there will be more online, there will be much more exchange using digital mean, but there will be moments where an external human being will be required and will be wished by the client. And that will be due to complexity. I love reading about insurance. Every time I read, when I have developed products, for instance, in the past, I was actually writing the general conditions, reading a lot of them, and so on. That I liked very much. But when it's about my own insurance and my own choice of insurance, usually I don't necessarily read the whole conditions. Maybe it's because I think, I know that type of article, and then I leave it aside. But I'm convinced most of the people don't do that. We just stay at the simple level And at the highest level, we don't deep dive in the, usually, of course, some countries deep dive a bit more in the contract, sometimes less. But let's say that it's not the wish of everyone to get up in the morning and deep dive in their insurance contract and starting comparing. So that's why external advice will always remain somehow important as a shortcut, as a summary making tool to be able to the choice of the contractor or the company you are going to contract with. And the point is, insurance companies invest a lot in using in digitalization, using data, using AI, understanding how they can use best AI. This should be done, as I mentioned, I believe earlier as well in the different podcasts, on a business case basis. Insurers are not investing in AI because they find it fancy. They invest in AI because it's going to bring something: efficiency, a better marketing, better sales process, more efficient sales process, more efficient client retention, quicker claim payment, more precise claim payment, etc. But there has to be a business objective when a project is approved and implemented. Insurers are not the only one developing AI tools and using AI to improve their position and strengthen their ability and to do business and to be profitable. The distribution companies like large brokers or smaller brokerage firm who invest a lot in AI to expand their reach and expand their client base, they do the same. And they compete with insurer for the same client, for also part of the profitability of the product, because all that efficiency is built for the benefit, of course, of the client, but also of the stakeholders, the shareholders who wants return. They invest in insurance and insurance distribution because they will make money out of this. So it's also an element that we need to take care of. Still, there is competition between reinsurers, insurers, distributors, and fintech, who wants also a part of the pie because they develop a tool that could create this efficiency. So all that ecosystem is developing new tools, is very creative. A lot of that creativity is lost because things are not working or not strong enough to be convincing a client or to convince a business decision. But all that creativity is pushing the industry, moving towards precisely much more agile and efficient and client-centric and transparent type of doing business with a client. Still, my conclusion remain: in 2030, not everything will be digital. There will be a combination of human and digital intervention, and there will be collaboration and teamwork between the AI and humans to deliver better, quicker, and more transparent product to clients.